Alright, what's up everyone? I'm currently filming this right after me and special guest Thomas finished the long-awaited JPEGMAFIA song bracket that you're all here for. And let me just get this out of the way. Please forgive us in advance for some of the takes that you're about to see. It's gonna get ugly. But before we jump in, real quick, I just want to say a huge thank you for 30,000 subscribers. Seriously, the fact that I still remember making this channel back in like 2016 and now being at 30k, it never gets less amazing to me. And so, as promised in my community posts, it's time for my big announcement. I'm going to be starting a gaming channel. Right now it's going to be mostly Balatro since I've been severely addicted to that game since probably Christmas, but who knows, I could always play some other games in the future if you guys want to see that. So if you're a degenerate gamer like me, make sure to sub to the new channel with the link in the description and the top pinned comment. But yeah, that's going to be all from future me. Enjoy the bracket, peg lords. How you doing, Thomas?
JPEGMAFIA.
Nice. First round, we've got 1539 North Calvert versus Allah. Now, your thoughts?
So, I mean, 1539 North Calvert. I love that song, personally.
Agreed.
I think that was the second song I listened to. Mushroomz got me into JPEGMAFIA.
Yes.
The first fucking song he showed me.
Well, wait, don't say it. We'll get there when we get to it. Guess
right
in the comments if you want to know.
Anyways,
yeah.
I didn't like him at first.
This is 1539 North Calvert. This was the first Peggy song that I heard. Obviously, it's his most streamed. It's a classic. Allah, though, very underrated. I do love the Lil Durk sample. I think it's very unique, like a classically unique Peggy flip. I don't think it's beating 1539, though.
No,
right?
It's the most streamed for a reason.
Yeah, a true classic. That one's gonna go far, I think.
I do, yeah.
Next up,
yeah.
Hazard Duty Pay versus Cult Status. Yeah, this is pretty easily Hazard Duty Pay, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Cult Status is amazing, although if I listen to it 2 times in a row, I feel like I could punch drywall.
That's your second favorite on the deluxe, right?
On the deluxe.
Yeah.
The deluxe, yeah.
But yeah, Cult Status, great song. I love that Peggy took the outro of New Black History and made it into a full thing. I really like the way he raps on it, but I mean, like, it's Hazard Duty Pay. This is a strong contender for me. I mean, perfect sample. The rapping performance, incredible. I kind of just want to listen to it again. That's how good that song is. Like, it's Hazard Duty Pay.
Yeah, for sure.
Easy. Next up, Lean Beef Patty versus What the Hip Hop Hell Is This? I've got a little bit of a hot take on this one. Obviously, Lean Beef Patty, the opening track on Scaring the Hose, I believe the lead single as well. Good song. I'm not a huge Scaring the Hose fan personally. There are some great tracks on it, but it's not my favorite thing that JPEGMAFIA has made. And What the Hip Hop Hell Is This is a pretty legendary unreleased JPEGMAFIA track, now released on the deluxe. The funny thing about this track is a lot of people are mad with it because the original mix of it has this crazy distortion on the bass. I still think it's a really good song. I think it's got a really cool rhythm. I also like that there's the Valorant sample in there. That's funny as a degenerate Valorant player. I think I would go What the Hip Hop Hell Is This though, personally.
You know, I'm not a big Danny Brown fan. And I know that's like a joint album between the two of them. And I mean, like, I'm not saying I don't like him. Like, I definitely like him. Is that a hot take?
I think so. See, I think that I'm a big Danny Brown fan. I do concede that his voice is something you have to, it's kind of an acquired taste. But I do think that they work together very well. I think Danny Brown sounds really good on Peggy production. It's just not my favorite JPEGMAFIA.
You know what? I'll let that slide because there's other songs I feel like I'm gonna fight with you to the teeth on.
Yeah. We'll get to some of those. I was looking at some of these matchups a little earlier, and there's some that we're gonna be strictly opposed on. Next up, we have Jesus Forgive Me, I Am a Thought versus No 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 No. Yes. How do you feel about this matchup?
Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought. First of all, the name.
Incredible
name. Only Peggy could get away with this. Could you imagine like Drake drops with Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought?
That would low key kind of. Here's the thing I will say about this song. We're gonna get into it more, but Peggy singing, I'm a big fan of his singing. I think he's a very weirdly an underrated singer. Sometimes when he sings though, it sounds like Drake. This one not so much. But some songs he does sound like Drake. I guess I will say, this is an extremely hard one for me. Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought is going to be a front runner for me. All My Heroes Are Cornball is probably my second favorite Peggy album, and this is one of the top tracks on it for me. No 32, criminally underrated though. Beat is insane. Peggy's verse is crazy, Danny Brown's verse is crazy. I even like the acapella verse on the last 2 minutes that you probably hate because it's Danny Brown, but I think it's sick. I'm honestly kind of split on this one.
I'm split on this one too. Despite Danny Brown's acapella. You got Jesus Forgive Me. That's a very catchy song. No 32. Also just very, very catchy as well. I think personally, I think I'm gonna give it to Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought.
Yeah, I think it's too important of a Peggy song to lose to No 32.
Yeah, although I do think it's upsetting that No 32 gets kicked out in the first round for that.
Real quick before it leaves, though, I gotta give a shout out to the line, bitch, I ain't Baby Keem, my cousin ain't give me shit. That's awesome. Shout out Baby Keem, though.
I heard that and I was like, oh my god.
We got Kingdom Hearts Key versus Drake era, and you have a lot to say, so.
Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't say I have a lot to say. I do. This one's kind of easy for me.
I think so, too.
Because Kingdom Hearts Key is, like, beautiful.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say you want to go with Drake era here.
Wait, what?
No, so we're both on Kingdom Hearts Key? Because I'm going Kingdom Hearts Key easily.
Oh, no,
here.
easily. Drake era is, I mean, I like Drake era, but in comparison, there's no comparison.
Yeah, I mean, Drake era, cool song. It's on Black Ben Carson, so I do think it's interesting hearing, like, Peggy's kind of, before his production style really started, like, to peak with Veteran, because this beat kind of sounds like a regular beat, but it still has, like, weird-ass sounds that Peggy's known for. I also like the sentiment. It is funny to be like, I'm trying to take hip-hop out the Drake era. And now, you know, being out of the Drake era of hip-hop post 2024.
Aged like wine.
Yeah. But, you know, it's not beating Kingdom Hearts Key. Legendary sample again. Red Veil verse 2, awesome. It's Kingdom Hearts Key, I think, pretty easily. But wait, before we continue with the Peggy bracket, I've got a little shout-out to give. So this year, I've been trying to expand my music taste as much as I possibly can before it becomes too late, and one of the ways I've been doing that is by exploring new genres that I previously wouldn't have given the time of day. One of those genres being, of course, metal. I'd be pretty hard-pressed to call myself a metalhead by any means. However, I'll tell you one record that truly has made me more interested in the metal genre as a whole since I heard it, and that's gonna be the newest EP from my buddy Jesse and his band Sabotage, titled Looking for Life. Genuinely, I was very impressed with how enjoyable this project was for me, with my absolute favorite track having to be Scheme. And at just over 8 minutes, I'd highly recommend you check it out to see if you enjoy it, with the link to their Spotify in the top right corner, or the link in the description. So yeah, go do me a favor and check out Sabotage, and tell them Mushroomz sent you. I'm sure they'd appreciate that. Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Very weird one. Next up, we have Scaring the Hose, the title track, versus I Just Killed a Cop, Now I'm Horny. I recently informed you of the lore behind the I Just Killed a Cop sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of don't like either of these tracks, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, I have a more preferred song. I mean, actually, no, hold on. I take that back, because I really like Scaring the Hose. You don't like it because you played saxophone.
Yeah, so I talked about this a little bit in my sample breakdown of Scaring the Hose, the album, but I just don't really like the sample used, like the squeaky saxophone. I just have a little bit of personal PTSD as a sax player. But overall, like, it's still a well-made song, for sure. Like, Peggy and Danny both have really good verses. I just don't like the sample. And I Just Killed a Cop, Now I'm Horny. It's important, the message, obviously. But it's, like, not... I'm never gonna put on I Just Killed a Cop and Now I'm Horny. It's like Kim in that way.
It's... Honestly, you're probably gonna scare the hose more.
Yeah.
With I Just Killed a Cop. Can you imagine getting pulled over and playing...
And I Just Killed a Cop is on... Oh, my God.
And it's, like, on your deck.
Straight arrested, yeah.
I'm going Scaring the Hose. I can't even listen to I Just Killed a Cop.
Yeah.
It just, like, makes me uncomfortable.
I will say, after, like, the minute-long sample in the intro, the kind of mellow vibe of it is cool, but, like, the intro, I'm never getting past it. And, like, it's also 6 minutes. It's a commitment. Yeah. And I just prefer the more, like, listenable Peggy tracks. Yeah. Next up, Puff Daddy versus Poppy, I Missed You. Puff Daddy, it's interesting because I feel like I should like the instrumental more than I actually do. Because Kenny Beats, I love Kenny Beats, and Peggy has phenomenal production, but what they came with together here, it's off-putting, but not in a way that I like from Peggy. It's kind of just like a goofy beat to me. Like, it's a banger, but it just feels like kind of worse stuff that Peggy has done. Like, he'll make versions of Puff Daddy that are way better in the future, so it's not aged the best. And Poppy, I Missed You, like I said, love All My Heroes Are Cornballs, and this just feels like the essential cornball song to me. Like, it's very, very average within the whole track list, but, like, it's an essential cornball song, if that makes sense.
I think Puff Daddy is... Like, I don't even think I have too much to say on the two of them, because they're both kind of like... I don't want to say whatever. That's not the right word at all. But between the two of them, I'm picking Puff Daddy.
Yeah, they're definitely not the two strongest in the bracket, for sure. I would probably go Poppy, I Missed You, but I'm not going to, like, die on that hill, so I'll concede Puff Daddy. We'll move on. Next round, Sin Miedo versus Covered in Money. Let me speak my piece about Covered in Money, because I do think it is pretty underrated. I love the first part. It's got, like, this triplet kind of, like, stumbly rhythm to it, with some, like, really cool chants in the beat. Very cool song. Second half, I'm not as big of a fan of, but, I mean, it's Big Booty Hose.
It's Big Booty Hose.
Like... Peggy learning guitar might have been the greatest thing to happen to music since maybe the Beatles.
I mean, I don't know if I'd go that far back, but I mean, I agree. It is kind of nuts. Like,
I remember when Peggy was doing the rollout for I Lay Down My Life For You, and Don't Rely on Other Men was the first single, and I listened to it and I was like, this is pretty damn good. And, you know, obviously we'd fix the mix of it later, but then this one came out and I was like, fuck, this album is going to be another classic. This is the one that got me really into it.
Do you know how horrible it is getting this song stuck in your head? When you're driving, like, your mom somewhere or something, you're like, Big Booty Hose! She's like, what are you saying?
I swear to God, I got this album on vinyl. I showed my mom this song first, and she was like, what is she saying? Big Booty Hose?
Big Booty Hose?
And she loved it. That's the thing. Peggy is, like, in a weird way, he is a very niche artist, but at the same time, I've never shown someone a Peggy song that they didn't like. Besides you with, we'll get to
that one. I have some choice words.
It's on the screen right now. But yeah, this is going to be easily Sid Miedo, I think, right?
I agree with you, yeah.
Garbage Pail Kids versus I Recovered From This. This has got to be the toughest one for me so far. Garbage Pail Kids, one of Peggy's best samples of all time, I think. The fact that he sampled that commercial and, like, made it into something that hard.
Yeah.
How did he think of that? That's, like, one of those samples where I'm like, how did you think to do that? But I Recovered From This is, like, maybe the most emotional JPEGMAFIA song, like, he's made at this point. And I think it is a testament that he's gotten so much better at actually rapping that there's no crazy, like, the production is good on this song, but it's nothing, like, insane. It's just, like, a simple guitar and vocal sample, but the way he just raps on it is so compelling and emotional. And it is one of my favorites on I Lay Down My Life For You. This is very tough for me, though.
Yeah, well, so now we're putting basically production versus rapping.
Yeah. Garbage Pail Kids, amazing production, decent verses. I Recover From This, decent production, amazing verses.
Yeah.
So it's really which one do I think has the stronger of its respective, like, strength. I think I would go with Garbage Pail Kids. I think the production is just unmatched. Maybe top 10 produced Peggy song.
I'm gonna agree with that because, like, especially that it's like a large sample. It's not just like a...
No, he took, like, the sounds of, like, the forks and shit hitting the table and made that into the drums.
Yeah.
He's different. All right, so we'll go Garbage Pail Kids, but I Recover From This losing first round is tough. Like, that's like a top 20 JPEG song for me. It's now time for Thomas's his patented hot take. We've got Fentanyl Tester versus my thoughts on NeoGaf dying. Do you want to begin with your hot take, or should I give you the lore of the second track, NeoGaf?
All right, well, I'll give you the hot take because it's very biased.
Okay.
We're in the car driving back from probably Chili's.
So you're giving the full lore drop. Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
All right.
We're going. I'm driving. Yo, let me put on the aux real quick. Thank God I'm not the hose. Thank God I'm not the fucking hose. You would have scared the shit out of me.
This is first date music. I would play this on a first date. I would play Fentanyl Tester on a first date. And I have. I definitely have.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is this? Yeah. What is this?
Okay. Yeah, so this, if you couldn't tell, this is the first JPEGMAFIA song that Thomas has heard. I played it for him and he was like, this shit's ass, bro. I'm never listening to this shit again.
And I haven't listened to it. Well, I listened to it recently, but I didn't like it.
And we are like diametrically opposed here. I love this song. This might be my favorite on Scaring the Hose. It samples Milkshake. That's crazy. That's awesome.
I don't care if it's
Milkshake brings on the boys to the yard and they're like... It's so good, dude. And it's got hyperpop elements. I love when Peggy does like some weird ass hyperpop shit. The drums are crazy on this song. Yeah, I would easily go Fentanyl Tester. I'll give you the lore on my thoughts on NeoGaf dying. NeoGaf, or it could be NeoGAF. I don't know how you actually pronounce it, but it was this gaming forum that was pretty popular back in the early 2010s. But it shut down because the main guy, like the inventor of it, was accused of sexual harassment.
I'm gonna be honest. I have to pick between the two of them. I can't send them both to hell because it's not an option. I have to go Fentanyl Tester.
Oh yeah, and for me, it's Fentanyl easily.
Production-wise, I respect the production of it. It's insane. Like I couldn't do that. But the other one's fucking, I don't care. You know, like, I mean, it's funny. It's a funny fucking song.
I do like NeoGaf dying. It's like, it's all right, though. It's like middle of the road on Veteran. It's kind of more like interlude-y kind of vibes with how short it is. But it's like, it's not bad. But yeah, it's easily Fentanyl Tester for me. I do have a question for you. Would you rather listen to Fentanyl Tester 100 times in a row or take fentanyl?
Listen to Fentanyl Tester.
Yeah, that's a big moment for you.
Yeah, well, because it's die.
You're famously a fent addict. Anyways, Fentanyl Tester. I cannot fucking wait till Morrissey dies versus Post-Verified Lifestyle. I like both of these songs, but I don't love both of them.
So I'm definitely the least familiar with these two. But since I have to pick, I cannot fucking wait till Morrissey dies.
Yeah,
level of
that's a strong one.
I
The
love
beat is
that.
crazy.
I
Yeah.
love that. What's it called? That level of hate.
Yeah. Generational hating.
I love that. I'm
and-
always in for that.
Yeah. The beat is like one of those where you hear it in your ears and it's just like it like infects your brain and you're just like bing, 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 like in your head. Yeah, before Post Verified Lifestyle leaves though, of course, I want to give a shout out to the outro. It's very cool. He takes a sample from Delicate by Taylor Swift off of Reputation and he slows it down to make it sound like it's saying damn Peggy, which is, I mean, I love that shit. That's like Daft Punk.
See, I'm Peggy.
Fuck, this next one's fucked up. Yeah, this isn't any easier with I'll Be Right There versus Nemo.
I mean, I think I know which one I like more already, and I don't know if I should share right away. Should I share right away or should I wait?
Oh, go for it.
I'm picking I'll Be Right There for you. It's catchy. It's like very like catchy's not the right word. Like my brain zones out and I just hear.
Yeah, it's a vibe. I'll Be Right There. It gives me very. We're talking about Kanye. It gives me very like early Kanye vibes in a weird way. Just how he fits over this production. You've got the I'll Be Right There like vocal sample that feels very Kanye, and just the slowness of the beat. It just gives me like old College Dropout, Late Registration vibes, but like with Peggy's sort of signature style. It's very good. It's probably top 5 on I Lay Down My Life for You for me. But Nemo, this is one I half loathe and half just love. Like something about that beat just really gets me, and I kind of have to go with Nemo here. I think I'm gonna die on the Nemo hill. That beat. Do I have to replay the beat for you? It's so good.
It's fine. Play it again.
It sounds like aliens having sex.
Well, maybe I'm missing something. I'll concede and I'll tell you why.
Okay, go for it.
Funny beeping sounds.
I agree.
Making a song, that's hilarious.
That's Peggy's bread and butter. Silly, goofy, warbly sounds, and he just raps about killing people on it. That's gonna be a crazy take, though. People are gonna get mad for that one. Nemo over I'll Be Right There.
And then I had to pull my take out and give it to you because I agreed. Because
Still have yet to get Ian involved. Oh my god, this is the next one I didn't even read. 27 Club versus Tired, Nervous, and Broke. And I think I know where you're gonna go on here.
The best on Black Ben Carson.
Black Ken Carson.
I said that the first. You're like, it's not that, and I was like, oh, it's
Black
not.
Ben Carson. But Black Ken Carson's really funny.
You know which way I'm gonna go. Predict it.
It's 27 Club. You're going 27 Club.
It is 27.
Tired, Nervous, and Broke is top 3 Peggy for me, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not saying like it's an easy decision, and I don't think it's fair that it has to go away in the first round.
Yeah, okay.
But 27 Club is just like driving to Sunset there with a rifle ready to kill me because I made this video with you.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say about 27 Club and Tired, Nervous, and Broke. 27 Club is the best on Black Ben Carson, easily. It really shows you how good Peggy was on pace to become with his next album. It like is one of them where you can really see the potential. I do think the mix is a little weak, though. To me, honestly, Tired, Nervous, and Broke is kind of like an enhanced version of 27 Club.
I want to hear you reason that.
It's the very slinky, kind of like hypnotic, haunting sort of instrumental. You have a great rapping performance from Peggy over it. The hook is so catchy. Where it's like, what about that shit you say with you when I was broke? I love that part. And it's one of those where it just really pulls you into the world. It kind of is like, I'll Be Right There in a way. And I'm very biased with this one. Like I said, LP is my favorite Peggy project. And this one's just magic to me. I don't think I can pick against Tired, Nervous, and Broke.
You know what? I hate that you're changing my mind.
Yeah.
And I would like to say,
let's go.
He's not changing my mind for any reason other than the fact that sometimes you make good points, but don't let that get to your fucking head. They both have like amazing bars. Like they're both solid songs. The production's just more traditional Peggy on Tired, Nervous, and Broke. Like the new crazy sounds. So I'll allow that to win just because, again, I like the new Peggy more than I like the old Peggy.
Yeah. It also has the Kimber outro where they do I forget the name of the song, but it's they do a cover of another song in the outro on the piano. It's very nice outro as well. But yeah, I think Tired, Nervous, and Broke. I'm happy you conceded that one. Trust versus All My Heroes Are Cornball is the title track. Also, before we get into this one, disclaimer, we're going to be doing, I know we have LP and offline on here. We're just going to be assuming that all the LP tracks are their offline equivalents. That's not important if you don't know. So yeah, this is going to assume that it's the Trust offline version. I genuinely don't know. I'm very neutral on both of these songs.
Really?
I think so. I know you hate All My Heroes Are Cornballs, but...
Yeah, this might be minus fentanyl tester. This might be the one song I actually physically can't get through.
Okay.
Which I feel like with context, that's probably what he was going for.
Here's what I'll say. There are some vocal lines on Cornballs that I cannot stand, and I'm like, how the fuck did he go into the studio and record this? And then he hits some that are like, he hits some nice runs on here. It just happens to be surrounded by a lot of like horrible vocals. And also, the beat sounds like it should be unbearable, but it's not to me. Like, it sounds like it should be as annoying as, like, red light, green light. But it's not. Like, it works for me for some reason. But it has that similar, like, sound where it's, like, it should be annoying as shit.
I'm going Trust.
I'm still going Trust, though. Trust is it's just more polished. It's more clean. Next up, Grimy Waifu versus Rainbow Six. So, first of all, Rainbow Six, I wrote down Cunty, 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 which is the intro, obviously. It's also got, like, lo-fi sort of witch house vibes, I wrote down, which I really do like. There's also a 21 Savage sample in here. It's kind of small, but it's pretty cool. It also samples, we were hearing this in, or actually a lot of them, the Nelly sound effect. Like the, which I found out isn't originally from the Nelly song.
That's sampled?
Yeah, that's sampled from like an 80s, I forget the name of it, but it's not originally, I just call it the Nelly sound effect because I know it from the Nelly song. But Grimy Waifu is another one that I love on All My Hairs Are Cornballs, I think.
Rainbow Six just makes me laugh.
That's fair. And it's also like, again, yeah, that's true. The beat kind of is just like an old man dying type beat. Final round in the first half, we've got JPEG Ultra versus Jack Harlow Combo Meal. Another very tough one for me, honestly. I think I like JPEG Ultra a little bit less than everyone else. And I think I like Jack Harlow Combo Meal a little bit more than everyone else. And so that kind of evens them out for me.
I mean, Jack Harlow Combo Meal, I mean, the name itself.
Incredible. Like, top 5 Peggy name, maybe. I
don't think I have too much to say. I mean, I personally like JPEG Ultra better.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go JPEG Ultra because it does have the Denzel Curry verse, and his intro is so crazy when he says, we going around the world and inside your girl with it. That's crazy.
Making grown men emotional.
Yeah, that's not from that song, though. That's a famous Peggy saying. He said that since, like, Veteran, I think.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
All right, well, still, it's a funny line.
It also has the, I really like the second half of the song, too, because it goes into, like, the softer, more acoustic thing, and it's, like, the start of the more emotional half of I Lay Down My Life For You, so I like the transition into it. Jack Harlow Combo Meal, I love the piano sample, though. But again, I think I have to concede to JPEG Ultra, personally. It's the better song.
One up.
Before we go, though, with this one, I want to ask you, what do you think a Jack Harlow Combo Meal would look like? Like, assuming McDonald's partners with Jack Harlow, what's that meal looking like?
I assume there's going to be, like, fuzzy pubic hair in it.
Why?
Jack Harlow has fuzzy hair.
I was going to say, like, 20-piece McNuggets or something. Like, I was talking actual food.
Yeah, they put garnish on it. It's his hair.
You know what's crazy? There's definitely people on Earth that would buy that.
I don't care if I piss Jack Harlow off.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to fucking see this.
He could. I think Jack Harlow would probably hurt me more in a fight than Peggy, though.
What is it, Peggy in the military?
Yeah, no, I'm assuming like a fist fight. I think Jack Harlow is probably a better fighter than JPEGMAFIA. If I had to guess.
I still got JPEG.
Well, I don't know, because isn't Peggy kind of tall? I think he's kind of tall.
He's tall as she was in the fucking military. Jack
doesn't
Harlow
matter.
Sat on his ass.
Bro, but have you seen his body?
No, I'm not.
He's ripped.
I'm not looking.
All right, whatever. We're going JPEG Ultra. This is a discussion for another time.
Next video.
Yeah, next. Let us know down in the comments. Who? No, not even us. Who would win in a fight? JPEGMAFIA or Jack Harlow? No weapons, just pure fisticuffs. Let us know.
Tell me what I'm right in the comments.
Yeah. Bald versus Come and Get Me. And this one, I've got a hot take for this one. I'm going to go Come and Get Me. And let me explain why. Bald, iconic JPEGMAFIA song, obviously. Amazing sample. I wrote down the name of the sample because I didn't want to forget this one. That's how legendary it is, even though I'm forgetting it right now. Koda Takahashi, Move Me, is the name of the track that samples. But legendary sample. It's just also so funny that he made a song about being bald. But Come and Get Me, this is a bonus track on the physical versions of the original standard version of I Lay Down My Life For You. And so when I got the album, this was before the deluxe release with this track on streaming services, I heard this song as the final track and I was like, whoa, why didn't he put this on the original? It's crazy. It's got, the guitars in this song are insane. They're fucking nuts. And then the strings in the background, I have to go Come and Get Me. If it was on the original version of I Lay Down My Life For You, it would probably be my second favorite song on it. I love it that much.
Damn. I'll agree with you. I mean, just cause, again, Bald was one of the original 3 I put on my playlist. But I changed around a little bit.
Wow. That is going to be, we might get cooked for that one. We got Baby I'm Bleeding versus Boy You Should Know. And this one, again, I don't think we've gotten a lot of easy first round matchups. This one is very hard for me, again.
I love Baby I'm Bleeding. It's such a weird song.
I love Boy You Should Know, though, too. The sample, Body Party by Sierra, Future's former fiance.
Well, when you called the second part of Boy You Should Know a moist...
Oh, yeah, the second beat of Boy You Should Know is moist as shit.
Yeah, like that, I was like, oh my god, that's horrible. I can't
But
listen
it's
to that
good. No,
song.
it's good. It's good. It's a good descriptor. And I don't like the second part of Boy You Should Know as much, but the first part is just, it's a classic. I know it's been out for like 2 weeks, but it already feels so essential as a Peggy sample to me. It kind of feels like I think I said this in my Scaring the Hose Deluxe video. It feels like a perfect mix between Scaring the Hose Peggy and I Lay Down My Life for You Peggy. Baby I'm Bleeding, legendary Peggy song again. Oink, oink, oink. I think I'm gonna go Boy You Should Know. That might be my hottest take, but yeah, I have to go Boy You Should Know with this one.
All right, we gotta get a third party.
We're getting Ian. You're going Baby I'm Bleeding.
I have to go Baby I'm Bleeding.
All right, I think I know what he's gonna pick. Unfortunately. Boy, you should know, boy, you should know that. That was pretty good, right?
That was
good, right?
I have to go.
Good thing we can cut it out. All right, Ian. Baby I'm Bleeding versus Boy You Should Know.
Baby I'm Bleeding.
God damn it. That's fair. That's fair. All right, we'll go Baby I'm Bleeding. Free the Frail versus I Might Vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, this one's pretty easy for me. Even though I don't love Free the Frail, I might vote for Donald Trump. It's in that era where like Peggy wasn't fully in his prime. I also don't really like Freaky Mafia Cult. I'm going Free the Frail, even though I don't love it.
Yeah, I'm going Free the Frail. I don't have too much to say on this one.
All right, Free the Frail. We've got Either On or Off the Drugs versus Fix Yourself. I mean,
it's on or off the drugs.
It's either on or off the drugs. Fix Yourself, cool song. I like the marching band snare in the beginning. I kind of wish he kept that throughout the whole beat because there's some marching band like horns that come in later on. Decent song, but I mean, like, if you've seen my best songs of 2024, you know how I feel about Either On or Off the Drugs. I'm gonna save most of my yapping about it because I have a feeling it's gonna go pretty far.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. What Kind of Rappin' Is This versus Last Dance? Yeah, I think it's pretty handedly What Kind of Rappin' Is This. I know I'm glazing the fuck out of LP, but it's got one of my favorite samples on it. Really good sample. The vibe on this track is immaculate. Probably my least favorite song in the bracket, Last Dance.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I got this one already. I got this one already. This one, I know you're gonna disagree with me on this one. Because I don't even think this one's close.
Really?
I don't think it's close at all.
Really?
I don't think it's remotely close.
Thug Tears versus Protect the Cross, bro. This one is really close for me.
Because I'm also including the music video.
That's not how this works. You can't include the music video.
They made it that's such a cool fucking music video.
Yeah, but Thug Tears doesn't even have a music video, I think.
Oh, so then it's worse.
You can't factor in the visuals of a... That's not how it works.
But when I heard Protect the Cross, I saw the music video. Before I saw the music video, then I saw the music video.
Whatever.
And then I was like, God damn.
Sure. You can go on about glazing the fuck. This song came out like 4 weeks ago or something like that. Less than a month. Thug Tears is so much better. I'm not even. I said it was close. It's not close. Thug Tears is way better.
It's not close at all.
Thug Tears is
not
infinitely better, bro. Protect the Cross.
If you get that cornball on the, no fucking pun intended.
He's saying Thug Tears.
He's gonna say Thug Tears
exactly
because he doesn't like Protect the Cross.
Because it's not annoying. It's not bad. I think it's actually underrated. I think I think it's overhated. I think a lot of people don't like the song when it's very good. I love the whip on the second half. The whip is crazy. The guitar work on here is nuts. But Thug Tears is such a classic. And also, to be fair, I know Thug Tears doesn't have a video. You haven't seen the Colors live performance of Thug Tears. I put that on for you. You're changing your mind.
Well, here's the thing. I lose this 10 times out of 10. Because if you call him, he doesn't like Protect the Cross.
Ian, Thug Tears versus Protect the Cross.
Thug Tears.
Easily. I agree. That's a great take.
God.
That's a great take. All right, anyway, we'll see it in a little bit.
Because of the Colors performance where he...
Oh my...
Exactly.
Oh.
Thank you, Ian. And this is a good one. This is the first, I believe, matchup we've had where it's on the same album. We got OG versus BMT. This one is insanely close, bro. Oh my god. Because BMT has such a good sample with the military cadence and oh my god. I love it. But I think, okay, here's my rationale for OG. BMT, phenomenal song. Peggy's done this style of song before. It's amazing. Maybe the best version of this kind of song that he does. But OG has like that unique... He doesn't do a lot of old school kind of boom bappy stuff like this. And it's so cool how he works in a classic hip hop song, the Just Ice track, and then he flips it into his own kind of thing. I wish it was longer. I don't know, because OG's a minute and a half long. That's the thing. BMT is like full length. OG's like short. But I think I have to go OG. But I'm not confident in that either.
I'm not going to fight you on that one because...
Oh, this one hurt. This is like picking between my parents.
I think that would be a little harder.
I'm gonna go OG. I don't know why I'm sad about that. I love both songs. But like BMT beats like everything on the screen. That's a lie, actually. There's some songs it doesn't beat. We'll get to them. Okay, what are you going with? What's your choice?
Oh, hold on, what are you going with?
OG. That's my final answer.
All right, then I'll concede.
It hurts, but I'm going OG. BMT losing first round is criminal, though. Perfect versus Guess What Bitch, We Back Ho. Love the title on this one, too, by the way. It's perfect for me, though. The horns are crazy. Probably the best on Scaring the Hose, behind Fentanyl Tester, of course.
Oh, you fucking asshole. No, I agree, perfect.
Okay, so we'll go perfect. Guess What Bitch, We Back Ho is very underrated, though. Oh, no. Next up, God Loves You versus Thoughts Prayer. And this one makes me want to die. You go first.
Well, we got a little religious round here. Thoughts Prayers would be rejected.
Wait, so you're going God Loves You?
No, I'm going Thoughts Prayer.
I was gonna say that does not make sense with what you've said before.
No, I'm going Thoughts Prayer. Don't listen to anything I say. I'm just here to tell you you're dumb and then tell you you're right sometimes, and then you change my mind.
See, because God Loves You has another amazing sample. They work in this like really, it's kind of got like, it's like a precursor to I Lay Down My Life For You, where it has like this electric guitar sound to it, and it goes so hard. Some of the best production on Scaring the Hose, and I feel like I've been saying that every single new track, but this one for real is probably top 2 for me, production-wise. But Thoughts Prayer, that song is like different vibe for me. It's got the religious sample. Thank You, I believe is the name of the song. It has the fucking Britney Spears interpolation of Hit Me Baby One More Time as the hook, which is crazy. And then when this shit hits, when the drop comes in and like the choir is phasing in and out, oh my god, it's like different levels. I will say, if this was the online version, God Loves You easily. The online version is kind of ass because the mixing wasn't fully complete. But the offline version, the OG mix, is like peak Peggy for me.
So you're going God Loves You?
No, I'm going Thoughts Prayer. That Thoughts Prayer is the one with the peak Peggy mixing that I'm talking about. Yeah.
I zoned out.
Thoughts Prayer. Thoughts Prayer for me.
I'm also not very familiar with these two. I've heard them, like, when I listened to the album. It didn't stick out to me that much. I know that's going to piss you off.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It
didn't really stick with him. Whatever. We're going Thoughts Prayer. How about this?
This one's fucking easy.
This one, easiest one of the bracket. Easiest one of the bracket.
Rebound next.
Rebound versus Call Me Maybe. Call Me Maybe easily. I'm kidding. It's Rebound. I don't even want to talk about this one. Rebound, so good. Call Me Maybe. It is funny that he did this. This was like from 2013 or some shit. This was still in his like Devin Hendrix era. It's kind of good for what it is as a cover. The mixing's weird, but it's kind of good. Does remind me of Drake a lot though, funnily enough. It's Rebound easily.
I will say, when I started the playlist you sent me, I listened to that song probably 3 different times because I kept starting it and couldn't get through it. And I would shut it off and turn it back on. And I would pick up where it left.
What does he see that I don't? Beta male strategies versus Macaulay Culkin. You may go first for this one. I know you're first. As a beta male, I feel like.
See, the thing is, you give a lot more insight. This is the difference between, like, music knowledge / nerd versus, like, casual listener. I'm here as the casual listener.
Yeah.
It's also much newer to Peggy than you are. So I can't really break down, like, this tickles my balls the way this sounds, you know?
Yep.
So I kind of just, I'm like...
What tickles your ears?
What tickles my fancy? Macaulay Culkin? I mean, I think I'm going beta male strategies.
This is what I wrote down for beta male. More polished instrumental of 27 Club. Love Peggy when he's on a slower R&B shit, if you couldn't tell. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this one, you would really like this one. This has the guitar solo in the second half, and it kind of feels like I Laid Down My Life For You a little bit. And Macaulay Culkin is, this is the 90s boom bap kind of one off of Veteran, which is kind of cool. It just kind of comes off as a less developed version of OG to me, I think. I will say, though, the 90s references are cool, and he does have a line. Feminist, pistol whip your whore first. That's chivalry.
I think that on its own is a whole other set of issues.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go beta male, though. As, you know, like I said, 2 beta males.
Also, I mean, I know this is a very, very hot take. I'm not a huge boom bap guy.
Yeah, that's probably the take I think I disagree with you the most. Because you said you were like, Illmatic's not a 10. I just want to get that out on the internet for everyone. Because I think the people deserve to know that you don't think Illmatic is a 10 out of 10 album. Which is fine. I respect it.
You also got to understand, I just never got into boom bap.
Yeah, I mean, we're young, so we weren't fully into it.
If I was born 10 years ago, and it was like, you know, everyone was listening to it.
Well, you would still have been 0 when Illmatic came out.
If I was born 25 years ago,
there we go.
I would be old. That's fucked.
Sorry. Just like right after the whole spiel, I'd be like, I like things that tickle my fancy. If I was 25 years older, I would be older. Bars. Dirty versus panic emoji. And now I wrote down some stuff for panic emoji. I'll give you some lore on this. First of all, it's got the intro where he says, I keep smoking weed, I masturbate constantly.
Hype.
It also samples the Nelly sound again. This is the first track on Veteran, I believe, that samples the Nelly. Funny thing about this song, the reason it's called Panic Emoji is because Peggy, allegedly, this is what he tweeted, he recorded it while having a panic attack in the shower. And so you can hear the shower noises in the background, which is like, that's crazy. I've had panic attacks before. I've never thought of recording a rap song while those are going on.
Well, I would not want to hear you rapping. I wouldn't want to hear you rapping in a good headspace. I mean, listen, as a fellow dirty boy lover,
Fellow dirty beta male.
I think the fact alone that it's just recorded in the shower and everything, like, that's kind of awesome.
I do like Dirty. It's a good song. It's not one of the standouts on LP for me, though, even though, like, it is very good. But again, I love LP. LP is like a strong 9 out of 10 for me. So this song is still like a 9 out of 10 for me, but it's just on the bottom half. Yeah, I think I still have to go Dirty, though. Well, how are you feeling? Like, what is your split?
I mean, it's kind of, I'm more in the favor of Panic Emoji. If Peggy came in here right now, walked in here and said, you talked so much shit, I'm going to put you in the best studio right now, and I'm going to give you bars. Make a better song than me. I fucking couldn't.
Wait, so what? I'm
so
not following.
If he's in a shower, would he record on his phone?
I guess.
You want to hear what's in my phone? You don't want to hear what's in my phone. It's not gas.
Wait, so you're saying you prefer Panic Emoji just because of the fact of how it was made?
That it's like, I feel the same way I feel with every other Peggy song, you know? And then, like, there's lore. The lore draws me, you know?
I think that's fair. You know what? Honestly, you swayed me. I think we'll go Panic Emoji because it is a vibe. Ooh, okay. We're almost out of here. We're getting to some of the I Lay Down My Life for You ones. So the thing that stands out to me the most about DD Form for me is, like, it's got a very weird clash because Peggy kind of does this, like, slower singing thing on it, but the sounds in it are so weird. It's got, like, zips and zaps and beeps and boops while he's just kind of doing a regular, like, guitar kind of tune.
Well, I floated away when I listened to Ice Cream. This.
It sets up the album and then some. It's, like, maybe his best intro.
Yeah, I remember I got a new car, and I had, like, a really good sound system in it. I was, like, all excited, so this was the first song I put on in it, and I was just, like...
This is going to be very interesting. I have a feeling that I Lay Down My Life for You is going to go very far, a lot of these tracks in this bracket.
Well, I also am very familiar with it.
We'll go I Scream This. Final 3, we got Cutie Pie versus Ex-Military. I'll say my piece on Cutie Pie first. The flow on this track, nasty as hell. I love the flow. Because Peggy's someone that kind of tends to default into a certain flow on a lot of his songs. And obviously his flow isn't the thing you really, like, look for in his music. But the flow on this track is nice.
I'm not an Ex-Military, by the way.
Yeah, easily Ex-Military. Oh my god, the sample of it samples the same song as a classic Wu-Tang song, and Peggy just does his own version of, like, that on the track. But this song has such a crazy progression. It starts with the intro and he's just rapping, and then when the beat kicks in and it has, like, that analog synth in it, and then, oh my god, and then the guitars come in. This song is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, this is probably, Ex-Military is probably the song that if someone came up to me on the street and said this is their favorite Peggy song, I would respect that take the most. It's not my favorite Peggy song, but I will concede that is probably his most well-made song. So yeah, Ex-Military pretty easily. Cutie Pie, underrated though. Thought Tactics versus Don't Rely on Other Men. Amazing. I remember when we listened to the album version when the album came out, and I was like, is this a new mix or something? Because it sounds so much better. And then you were like, I don't think so. And then I, like, checked and I was like, oh my god, he fixed the mix on it. And I was like, that moment was incredible for me. Thought Tactics, though, is maybe the catchiest song on here for me.
I was trying to rock with it, and you looked at me while you were singing.
I wanna rock
and then, yeah, like that. That's exactly what I got. No.
This is a crazy first date.
You want to come make a video with me?
They would probably think something else if I said that.
Yeah.
My opening on Bumble. Thought Tactics, catchiest song in here by a fucking mile. If Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought was stuck in my head, this has, like, a fucking stronghold on my brain. I have been singing this every 5 minutes, basically.
I'm going Don't Rely on Other Men.
I'm going Thought Tactics. I love Don't Rely on Other Men.
Call them up.
I love Don't Rely on Other Men. It's so good. It's probably a better made song, but Thought Tactics has a special place in my heart. And what it's about, it's literally Peggy rapping as the perspective of a thought and the strategies that the thoughts use to woo men. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Call him up.
All right, Ian. Thought tactics versus don't rely on other men.
Audio
I'd
supply.
say thought tactics.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's upsetting.
Ian's 2-1 me currently.
It's true.
Final one of the round of 64. We've got New Black History versus Dikembe. Do you know who Dikembe is?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little dyslexic. I like this song a lot. I never saw the B until right now.
Wait, so what were you calling it?
I didn't call it that. I read it as that. I never said it out loud.
Wait, if you still didn't answer my question, do you know who Dikembe is?
Oh, clearly not.
Famous soccer player, right?
I don't
Hold
fucking
up.
know.
Yeah, let me. I hope I'm not wrong with that. Or no, he's basketball. Dikembe Mutombo. New Black History. It's not one of my favorites on I Laid Down My Life for You. The Future sample is pretty crazy. I will never forget when the album first dropped and I saw a comment, someone saying under the video, "Yoinky splinky ass beat." Because it fits this song so perfect. This is a yoinky splinky ass beat.
Yoinky sploinky.
And I think I would go over Dikembe. Dikembe is probably my least favorite on LP, honestly.
Oh, really? I was actually
Yeah.
gonna pick that one.
The sample's cool, but I think the rapping is kind of forgettable, and I don't love the way that the sample's worked in.
You know what? In honor of cult status, since it got knocked out, considering it came from this song, I'll allow it.
We're going New Black History?
Yeah.
All right, wonderful. Let's go. And that will be the round of 64, so let's move on to 32. And we're already starting off with a fucking nightmare. 1539 North Calvert versus Hazard Duty Pay is insane. I think I have to go Hazard Duty Pay, though.
It's rough, but I think it's right.
Okay, because here's the thing. 1539 North Calvert, by the nature of it being such a classic, we are kind of inherently overrating it a little bit. It is such an important Peggy song, though. It has so many legendary lines. The build-up being like a minute long, I remember being like, this build-up's too long, but now it's so perfect to get you into like the world of it. And then the first line being, "I need all my bitches same color as Drake," is crazy.
It's true.
But I mean, Hazard Duty Pay, dare I say a perfect song.
I agree.
Yeah, it just hurts. It just hurts really bad, but we'll go Hazard Duty Pay. What the Hip Hop Hell is this versus Jesus Forgive Me? I'm going Jesus Forgive Me pretty handedly.
I'm going Jesus Forgive Me.
All right, beautiful. Kingdom Hearts Key versus Scaring the Hose. Kingdom Hearts Key pretty
Kingdom
easily
Hearts
for me.
I love Kingdom Hearts. You're not a big fan. I still love Scaring the Hose, but it doesn't win that matchup.
Puff Daddy versus Miedo.
Miedo.
Big Booty Hose.
I'm with it.
Big Booty Hose. I'm with it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, this is easy.
It's
It's Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, it's right.
Yeah. Fentanyl Tester's great. Amazing song. I love it. One of my favorites. Milkshake sample. Amazing. But Garbage Pail Kids is better.
I could lower my heart rate.
I cannot wait till fucking...
I cannot wait till fucking...
I cannot wait... I cannot fucking wait till Morrissey dies versus Nemo.
I'm saying I can't wait.
I'm saying Nemo. The fucking ad-lib that he does, he just, every time he does it, he makes it more and more bass boosted. So by the end of it, just like, boo, boo, boo.
The beat is carrying Nemo so far.
But it's like trash at the same time, but it's amazing.
Oh, yeah. It's only because he did it. No one can do any of this.
Here's the thing. Morrissey Dies isn't long enough.
Fair enough.
It's only like 2 minutes
Fair
or something
enough.
like that.
If it was a longer song, it would be Nemo, in my opinion.
I'm going Nemo. Are you going with Nemo or Morrissey?
Nemo, because I said I cannot fucking wait first, and then I was like...
I cannot fucking wait till Morrissey dies. I cannot fucking wait until I cannot fucking wait till Morrissey dies leaves the bracket. Tired, Nervous, and Broke versus Trust. I'm going Tired, Nervous, and Broke with this one. Like I said, one of my favorites. Beautiful. Grimy Waifu versus JPEG Ultra. I'll probably go JPEG Ultra with this one. The Denzel Curry verse carries it for me. Second side. Oh. Ooh.
I still think it's kind of easy.
What are you going with?
Baby I'm Bleeding. The beat on Baby I'm Bleeding is like just so weird. I love it. Like
Yeah.
I love the fact that I can like show someone that song and be like, I like this, and they can look at me like I have 12 heads.
So you like being a music snob, basically. You're like,
What?
I enjoy this auditory experience. Your ears are not as developed as mine to understand the nuances of Devin Hendricks.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's more like that scratches the autistic part of my brain. That most people can't. It'll never scratch their brain.
And as someone who has an autistic part of their brain that's much bigger than your autistic part, I'm going with Come and Get Me. Do we have to call Ian? I'm going Come and Get Me. I don't think I can
I'm going
concede.
Baby I'm Bleeding.
All right, Ian, Come and Get Me versus Baby I'm Bleeding.
Hello?
He's really going for it. He's really trying to decide.
I don't think Come and Get Me should be on this bracket.
Oh!
That's crazy, bro. Okay, so you're going Baby I'm Bleeding?
Yeah.
All right, you're the master, and we respect your opinion, but that's crazy. Baby I'm Bleeding Free the Frail versus Either On or Off the Drugs.
Either On or Off the Drugs.
Easy.
Done. Next.
What kind of rapping is this versus Thug Tears?
Listen, since it beat my glorious queen, Thug Tears, I'm going What Kind of Rapping Is This?
But the Colors performance is so good. All right, Ian, another one right off the bat. What kind of rapping is this versus Thug Tears?
Thug Tears.
Thank
Oh
you.
my God.
I agree. 3-2, baby. OG versus Perfect.
This is a hard one.
This is a very
This
hard
is a
one.
hard one.
I think I'm going OG, though. OG is just a very unique Peggy song. Perfect has... I mean, Perfect's also unique because the horn sample is crazy. Annie Brown's part is crazy. And OG is a little short, but I think I just prefer the sound of OG more, personally.
I'll concede. Yeah,
Fair enough,
I can
fair
agree
enough.
with that. That's
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Great songs here, though. Oh,
I know.
Thoughts Prayer versus Rebound. These are like my top two on LP, I think. Besides Tired, Nervous, and Broke. I think I'm going with Thoughts Prayer. Rebound is like, it's got a crazy beat. Again, the horns are insane. The fact that he disses Arm & Hammer on this song, too, the rap group. But I think I have to go with Thoughts Prayer. The Baby One More Time interpolation is going to carry it pretty far for me.
Okay.
That hurts, though. That hurts so much.
I'm not gonna argue. I'm not happy, but I'm not gonna argue.
See, this is the part where I get very emotionally invested in these songs, and you're just like, well, I like that one.
Well, because listen, here's at the end of the day, which song do I like more versus your actual reasoning?
Well, my reasonings aren't like objective at all. Like
No,
I just explain why I like them.
I'm not saying it's objective. It's still arbitrary. But the thing is, I'm saying I like this sound. You're saying I like it because of this. If I can't give a reason, I shouldn't argue with you.
Yeah, I mean, but our reasoning should not matter. If you think one of them is better, then you shouldn't concede, because that's what we have Ian for.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course. But the thing is, when it's those two, where it's like I don't really know, and then it's like you give a reason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with your reason.
That's fair. Okay. We can go with Thoughts Prayer. I don't know why I'm arguing against the one I picked. Beta male strategies versus panic emoji. I'm going to go with beta male strategies, I think.
Panic emoji only made it here because I thought it
The lore. But
yeah.
beta male strategies, as beta males.
Fuck. An opener versus an actual song, and the fact that it's this difficult just says everything.
I think I have to go with Ex-Military. I Scream This in the Mirror is like amazing intro. It's like 2 minutes. Ex-Military is 5 minutes of like near perfection.
That's true. Also, I don't like the second part of I Scream This in the Mirror.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It does have the Fortnite part. Actually, a little update, because I never clarified this. In the OG, I Lay Down My Life For You sample breakdown, I say that's a Fortnite sample, and then a few days later, Peggy clarified that was not actually a Fortnite sample, but that was just a coincidence. So it doesn't technically have a Fortnite sample, but it sounds like it does a Fortnite sample.
It does sound like it. I will agree with Ex-Military for the length, and because I don't like that part of I Scream This in the Mirror. And it does hurt, yeah.
It just hurts.
It's not
It really
an easy
hurts.
choice.
These are really good
But,
songs.
and the thing is, too, it's an opener. I can't think of an album right now where there's an opener. Like, especially with all him. Like, all his albums, all the openers are very strong. Like, I love Scaring the Hoes.
I think it's his best opener. But Ex-Military is just a force to be reckoned with. And final one in the 32, Thought Tactics versus New Black History. I'm going Thought Tactics easily.
Thought Tactics.
Beautiful. All right. And now it's time for the Sweet 16. Shit is not going to get any easier, Thomas.
No,
this is going to be rough already.
it's hard.
I don't think I can pick for this one. I'm not even joking.
I can pick.
What are you going with?
I'm more familiar with Hazard Duty Pay, so I say I like it better.
Yeah, it is really good, but it's Jesus Forgive Me I'm a Thought is so dynamic. Like, Hazard Duty Pay is amazing. It's like a perfect song, but it only does one thing.
You're right.
Jesus Forgive Me I'm a Thought is so versatile. It has like the crazy industrial drum parts where he's doing the scream rapping, and then it goes into this soft choir like singing part, and like the singing performance on this is like very good. Like that high note he hits is like nasty. I don't know how he does it.
I'm doubling down.
You're going with Hazard Duty Pay?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna be controversial. I think I'm gonna give it to Ian for the tiebreaker.
That's fair enough.
All right, Ian, you've been summoned. Hazard Duty Pay versus Jesus Forgive Me I'm a Thought.
Okay, why can't another song get axed?
This is Sweet 16 at this point.
is the hard
so-
one, so
I think I'd like Jesus Forgive Me I'm a Thought a little more.
fair enough.
All right.
Fair enough. I can't
Thank
say
you,
I'm
Ian.
upset about
It's
it.
like,
Jesus Forgive Me it is.
Oh, fuck.
This one's easy for me.
Yo, really?
Yeah, it's Sin Miedo.
No, you can't.
Big Booty Hose.
I mean, Big Booty Hose.
Yeah, I gotta go Sin Miedo with this one. It's Big Booty Hose.
I know, but here's the thing. I think I can reason liking Sin Miedo more. Like, I can reason it.
Here's my rationale. You play Sin Miedo in front of the hose. Big Booty Hose are approaching. You play Kingdom Hearts Key in front of the hose, and they think you're a weeaboo.
A weeaboo.
So Sin Miedo it is.
All right, fine, fair enough. Let's get out of here.
Or do you want to die on this hill?
I mean, no, I don't want to die on the hill. I'm not taking that reasoning as to why I can reason it. I think Big Booty Hose is just fucking hilarious.
It's a crazy sample.
Yeah.
And when this kid drops in, the drop is crazy.
And the guitar.
It sounds like Geometry Dash. Garbage Pail Kids versus Nemo.
Garbage Pail Kids.
Fuck! My Nemo enjoyment, I understand that Garbage Pail Kids is a better song, but I like Nemo more, you know? I will concede, though.
You better.
I will concede. Downtown Shardy, fuck your ass out, or whatever he says. Tired, Nervous, and Broke versus JPEG Ultra.
I'm JPEG Ultra.
I'm tired, nervous, and broke. Ian, we need you again.
It's JPEG Ultra. What?
Yeah, it is.
That's tough, though, because Tired, Nervous, and Broke is in my final four, personally.
Like, right.
Baby, I'm Bleeding versus Either On or Off the Drugs.
Oh,
I think,
shit.
okay, I think it's time that I give my Either On or Off the Drugs opinion. I really don't see much beating it for me. It was, if you saw my favorite songs of the year, it was my favorite song of 2024. The fact that he made an AI sample of a Future song into one of the most heavenly things I've ever heard is like, because I fucking hate AI in music, but the fact that he made it like not only listenable, but incredible, I'm like, how, like this is like a magnum opus of Peggy production to me. And his rapping is phenomenal. The way that the guitar comes in and the strings as he's rapping, and then he has the line, I'm Michael Jackson dancing in the mirror, the only one who can see me is me. That line goes so hard to me. And then the second half too, where it gets to the slower part, and then you just have him rapping his ass off with the guitar licks that come in. That is like one of my favorite moments in his entire discography. It's a relatively recent song, I know. It hasn't even been out for a year, but I don't see much beating it for me. And that includes Baby I'm Bleeding.
I don't think
what is your
Baby
pick?
I'm Bleeding beats it.
So you're going Either On or Off the Drugs.
I'm going Either On or Off the Drugs.
I appreciate that.
I
appreciate that.
We're not hugging.
Well, I just want to, we're going to inevitably disagree on this one. And I just want to get like the good vibes, you know? Because we're going to
Get your
fight.
fucking hand off my shoulder.
We're going to fight on this one. Thug Tears versus OG. Fuck.
OG. I'm going OG. I'm not even, it's OG. I don't like Thug Tears that much. I mean, I know that's probably like funny from like coming from me. All right, yeah, you can have your mental breakdown. Just tell me I'm right when you're.
I'm not having a minute. I'm just thinking. I'm really just thinking.
That's your thinking face.
I don't know.
Like in exams, you're like.
I'm stressed. Yeah, when I take exams, I stress the fuck out. I'm like putting my hair back.
Is it A or B? Oh.
We might need to get Ian with this one again.
Really?
I think I'm going because again, OG is amazing, but it's not that long, and Thug Tears it has the unique factor that OG has, and then some. It's such a crazy beat.
Ian, OG or Thug Tears?
It's getting harder as I think about it. Okay, I think after some thinking, I think I have to go with Nikki on this.
Thug Tears?
This was tough.
It's only getting tougher, though. It's only getting tougher, Ian. Oh, actually, that's not that hard for me. Next one. I'm going Thoughts Per easily for this one.
Sway me.
Britney Spears Interpolation.
Thoughts Per.
Easy. Beta Male Strategies is good. It's very good, in fact. Also, I love what it's about, like we talked about it, but Thoughts Prayer is like a front runner for me.
Yeah, you know what? I can agree with that.
Go Thoughts Prayer?
Yeah.
And final one in the Sweet 16, Ex-Military versus Thought Tactics. I am going to say, dare I say, the best rapping performance Peggy's ever had versus the best hook writing Peggy's ever had. And that's what makes it really tough for me, because this is probably, Thought Tactics is probably his best singing, catchy singing. Ex-Military is probably his best rapping.
I mean, I'm more drawn to Ex-Military because I'm more familiar with it. But that's not good. That's not fair, you know?
What's swaying me is the length. Ex-Military is like such a journey of a song, and I think I just tend to prefer that kind of style. Because Thought Tactics, again, the thing that it does amazingly well, but Ex-Military does a lot of things amazingly well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I have to go Ex-Military.
What song does more well is Ex-Military, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Ex-Military to the Elite Eight, baby. With that, we have the Elite Eight. Jesus Forgive Me versus Sin Miedo.
Sin Miedo.
Jesus Forgive Me.
Yeah, you bitch.
Sin Miedo is great. I love it. It made it this far. Again, I'm favoring the dynamics of Jesus Forgive Me. It just does so much for me.
All right, Ian.
Jesus Forgive Me versus Sin Miedo. That's the sound of a man who's conflicted.
I think I would probably listen to Sin Miedo more, but I have to go. Forgive Me.
Wow, he's really killing me.
Forgive Me. I'm going with Forgive Me.
Damn, he's killing me.
That's, you know what? Here's what I'll say. Give Sin Miedo like 4 more years, and it'll be on a level of Has Your Duty Pay, I think. Jesus Forgive Me wins. Final 4. Garbage Pail Kids versus JPEG Ultra.
I'm saying Garbage Pail.
I think so too. I didn't expect it to make it to the Final 4, but I mean, one of Peggy's best produced beats of all time. Either On or Off the Drugs versus Thug Tears. This is Either On or Off the Drugs for me, but it's even closer than Baby I'm Bleeding.
It's On or Off the Drugs for me.
I feel like I love that song so much, but I feel bad at moving on because we're kicking out such good songs.
I know.
And this one, Thoughts Prayer versus Ex-Military, I can't decide. These are like top 5 for me, each of these.
I don't know about this one.
Because these are two very different vibes for Peggy, right? I think I'm going to go with Thought's Prayer, but I know Ian's going to say ex-military.
I think you paid him off. I think you paid the third party off.
To vote against me?
Yeah.
Our final 4, we've got 1 song from Cornballs, 1 song from Scaring the Hose, and 2 from I Lay Down My Life For You. None from LP, which is kind of crazy to me. I think Thought's Prayer would have been my front runner for LP. Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought versus Garbage Pail Kids. I think it's pretty easily Jesus Forgive Me here.
I don't think I'm going to be able to sway you.
Well, you can go the other side for sure, if you want to go Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay, so I agree. I do agree. The dynamics. Because Garbage Pail Kids is very linear. Like, it doesn't really switch up that much.
I will say, to be fair, Garbage Pail Kids does have the switch up in the second half. Do you remember that?
It is the one switch up.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. I like that a lot because it's got the guitars in there too. And then it goes back to the OG beat.
If I'm listening to it, like, if I listen, what song can you listen to 3 times in a row right now?
Jeez, forgive me, I thought.
Because I feel like after the second time, I'd be like, holy fuck, I can't listen to this commercial again.
Do you want to hear my final rationale for Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought? Garbage Pail Kids is a phenomenal song, but at the end of the day, it is a collab song between Peggy and Danny Brown. I do love Danny Brown, not as much as JPEGMAFIA personally, and his verse on here is really good. But Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought, and I hate to use this rationale, but we've gotten so far that I kind of have to bust it out. It's a more quintessential Peggy song. Like, if one of these was deleted from my memory forever, I think I would be sadder if it was Jesus Forgive Me.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I never said Garbage Pail Kids, and I'm going to have to agree with that.
Okay, Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought, makes it to our finals. And then the other side?
I feel like this kind of sucks because it's kind of easy.
You think, where are you going with?
Either on or off the tracks.
Okay, ex-military is 5 minutes of perfection, basically. But Either On or Off the Drugs just hits me it just hits me different.
Honestly, it kind of hit me late. Like, I heard it the first time, and I didn't, I did like it a lot. But the more I listened to it, the more I liked it, and it's one of the only songs
it is
that
such
I
a
liked.
grower.
Yeah, I liked it when I heard it the first time, and then I liked it more. And there's not many songs that start high and keep going up for me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you remember, too, when we were first listening to it, and we got to this track, and I was like, at the end of it, I was like, damn, that was like one of the most beautiful fucking things I've ever heard. And then I found out that the sample was AI, and then I was like, holy fuck. He made me do that with artificially generated vocals. It's so tough, though, because ex-military, I think, absolutely deserves to be in the final 4, but Either On or Off the Drugs, it moves on for me.
I think it moves on. I think it's good to say, you know what? It made it this far. Here it is in the final 4, but it doesn't beat Either On or Off the Drugs.
I tip my cap to it. So that brings us to our final. Our final for the JPEGMAFIA song bracket. Jesus Forgive Me, I Am a Thought versus Either On or Off the Drugs. I have my pick.
I would say I have my pick too.
Before we give our picks, you guys let us know in the comments down below which one you think wins. Okay, here's what we'll do. I think we just give our opinion at the same time we say our pick.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Either On or Off the drugs. Either On or Off the Drugs. I like how I said either and you said either, so it doesn't sync up. But Either On or Off the Drugs, Either On or Off the Drugs, either is going to be our winner for the JPEGMAFIA song bracket. And with that, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join up if you're interested. It helps me out a lot. But yeah, that's about it. 1, 2, 3. Big booty horse!